So
Got you. Yo, first of all, shout out to Chilla Jones in the building, man. I just looked at the text thread. The last time you was on here, I was operating through Webby. It's been a
that's a
while,
fact.
man. It's been a
That's a
while.
fact. That's a fact. I didn't even know you could run this type of thing through this
Yeah, through
program.
Zoom.
So
Now they on StreamYard. It's got advanced in its
that's
time.
fire. That's
But
fire.
let me ask you this though, right? You take a break from battling on URL. We haven't. What was your last URL battle?
My last real one was Mike. I
Okay.
had chess on light work.
I remember that's the
Um,
day I battled Calico.
yeah, I had chess on light work. People kind of wanted to see like a full actual 3 rounder as opposed to a light work. So a lot of people didn't really like, they rock with it, but they didn't really consider that like a real battle. So my last real joint was Mike P last May
Okay.
to Live and Die in LA.
Okay. And last May, now we get all the way to July 8th. Born Legacy, you come back to battle Klutz. Why? Why? And no disrespect to Klutz, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I know it's a reason. You're a strategic guy. Why? You know what I mean? Why do you come back and it's Klutz who you battling on the return to URL?
Yeah. Um, really for me, bro, I'm just at a point where like I've been hearing it for 14 months.
Mm.
Chilla, where you been? Where you at? We want to see you. Game is different without you. You know what I'm saying? Like all this kind of clamoring from the fans, like wanting to see me. So I definitely could have sat and waited for maybe a bigger name or a bigger opportunity. But the cloth we cut from, bro. It's like y'all pick who y'all pick who the target is. You know what I'm saying? When I get in that mode, it's like it could be Klutz, it could be Lux, it could be anybody in between. Y'all pick the target and let's get to work. But I like Klutz. I like what he does. He's definitely the best writer of I think this new class of guys.
Okay.
So I think he's the most appropriate matchup for me. Especially seeing like how he did with JC, how he did with Loso. So I think it's only right that he, what I'm saying, continue on that path. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely here for it. I'm here for the smoke. Um, and I'm definitely excited to be back. It's been a minute, so I'm ready to remind people like, why I am who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Now let me ask you this question right before we get back into the Klutz battle, top six, all that. Right, when you say pen, right, being that you claimed yourself and the people claimed you as King Pen, what criteria do you have to actually be considered a pen in battle rap?
That's
In
a
your
really
opinion?
that's a really good question because I think especially um the new fans in this generation of battlers definitely has it. I think they have it fucked up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Especially compared to our generation. So when I think of penmanship, it's not just wordplay. It's not just punches. It's not just schemes, but how are your angles, right? Like how are you able to incorporate humor into what you do? Um, are you good at counter writing? That's another part of penmanship that I think is slept on a lot, right? Like so when we talk about the greatest pens or the best pens, there's a lot of people I think that often go overlooked. I think yourself is one of them. I think Real Deal is one of them because you guys know how to target the person in front of you and break them down,
Mm.
right? And there's a skill when it comes to penmanship behind being able to use your words to change how we look at your opponent.
For
It's
sure.
not just about punching at a high level or scheming at a high level or putting this word play with this word play and bending this word to make it sound like something else. Like all of that is cool. All of that is part of it. And like, that's kind of like the new style that people like to do. But, from my era, it was everything. It was angles, it was breakdowns, it was counter writing, it was way more than just, kind of like the reactionary part of like battle rap.
Okay. Got you. That's why I asked you that being, you know what I mean, how people revere you in the culture when it comes to that pen. Like, Because I feel like we got definitions, but I think it's been a while since we got like a clear cut on what do people actually believe. You know what I mean? A pennant.
Facts.
My next question for you: do you feel like because like you said, Klutz got Loso, JC, now you, um, Foots and Souffleur got Jerry, Rum, Chess, Lou, then me and John. Like, do you feel like URL is giving them big battles too early, or do you feel like the skill set that they
Um,
have makes them deserve these? You know what I mean? These
I
matchups.
so I actually do think they're getting a lot of these matchups too early.
Okay.
Um, and it doesn't have so much to do with like their talent level, right? They're all talented, they're all dope, but in our era, D, it was like build-ups meant something,
Mm-hmm.
right? Building up to a matchup that people want to see was a thing, right? So
For sure.
that was a big reason why I didn't take chaos when I could have taken chaos, right?
For sure.
I let it build up. I let the anticipation grow. With every battle that Chaos had, people wanted to see it more. With every battle I had on my Champion of the Year running after, people wanted to see it more. So by the time me and Chaos locked in, we made it happen on a volume, and it was a bigger deal than it would have been on like a Born Legacy or a Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we both got paid, and we put on a show, and that's kind of like that's the generation I'm from, is like building up to certain matchups. So like part of me wonders when a lose, like what's after this for Klutz.
Mm.
He got JC on his resume, he got Loso on his resume, he got Chilla on his resume. If we're talking penmanship or pens, every literally everyone else, with maybe the exception of Lux, is like it's a lateral move, right? Like there's no like everyone else is, whether it's a Av, whether it's a, what I'm saying? Like, as far as pens go, there's not going to be too many bigger matchups for him.
Mm.
So, I think if URL were smarter, they would have put him against other styles. Let him develop his skill set against somebody who just punches, against somebody who's high energy, against somebody who angles. Let him kind of learn how to deal with those type of opponents, because he's learning how to handle pens.
Mm.
He's learning how to keep up with pens. But then when you stand in front of like a DNA type of person, or a John type of person who know exactly how to target your weakness, it kind of leaves you exposed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nah, definitely, definitely. That was a great breakdown. How do you foresee the battle going? Being that, do you know what type of stage it is? Because a lot of us still don't know. Like, we don't know if, because it's Born Legacy, is it a small type of volume setting? Is it a stage with a big audience? Like, where y'all battling at?
Um, I think it's called the Truth Lounge. I've done a little research, and it seems like it's similar to the venue where Klutz and JC happened. So I think it's gonna be
Okay.
kind of like a stage, with people up there, but probably a bigger crowd in front. Um, that's the kind of venue that I am expecting. That's the kind of venue I'm writing for.
Okay.
Um, as far as how I see the battle playing out, I mean, I think the battle will be good. I know he has a lot of support on his side. I especially know in the Carolinas, he's somebody that they really support. So I know he's gonna have his support in the building, and then me on my return, I know there's a lot of people that have been waiting for me to come back outside. That's going to be in the building, supporting me as well. So in the room, I think it's going to be a really good battle, and I don't know how to call it in the room. Like I said, I do expect to win. I don't expect to body. I don't expect to 30. I definitely think Klutz will take a round. I can't tell you which round it is, but I do expect him to do what it takes to take a round. I think with this battle, though, the camera is going to be super important. How this looks on the replay, on the watch back, I think is going to be a big part of how people remember this battle, you know what I'm saying, going forward. So, like, the building is cool. people will have their, Chilla 2-1, maybe Klutz 2-1. People will call it how they call it in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, how is he going to stack up on camera? I think is a really big question, because for me, I heard a lot of the feedback after the actual battle with Klutz and JC, and I remember watching the battle being like, I feel like JC kind of got this,
Yeah.
but a lot of the talk, after the battle, like interviews after the battle, a lot of people had Klutz winning.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that was maybe Klutz won in the building and JC translated better. I'm not sure,
I
but
I had got there late, but by the time I got there, everybody, like, it wasn't one person in there that was telling me that JC won. Everybody was like, Klutz got it, Klutz got it. It might be a 30. So I'm like, word? Like, I'm thinking JC wasn't, you know what I mean, on his shit. And then when I
right,
watched it, I'm like, but you know what that is though? That's like what I was trying to say to them. I even said it in the battle with Foots and Souffleur. Like, be mindful that when you first getting that reaction, it's because they surprised. They didn't think you could even do anything with the person that you're in front of, because they know that
facts.
person, they don't know you. After that wears off, then you know what I mean, the battle becomes on who's better. Like, let's really see what you made of. So, you know what I mean?
Facts.
I feel like now they all at a stage where it's just gonna be, what do you like? Is this content really better than who you standing in front of? Because now we familiar with y'all. So, you know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
this battle with him and you is like I do feel like, in my opinion, it's a little too early, but I also feel like it's a big test, like, because you at the top of the list when it comes to the pen. So it's like, if he can hang in there, then it's going to say something, at least when it comes to how it's going to be a testament to how good his penmanship is. And if he can't,
facts.
and it somehow does turn into like a clear win or a body, then it's like, you know what I mean, he gotta regroup. But I'm definitely interested to see how that situation plays out. How you feel about this 3-on-3? They got three more of the top six people in there.
Um, my honest opinion is that it's kind of trash.
Okay.
Um, I don't. I I mean, I guess I got to see how the format is gonna play out, right? I guess it's some type
Mm-hmm.
of format where like Hanzo battles O Red, and then Authentic battles Ars, and then Ease battles Suge. However it's set up, I guess there's some type of format to it. Maybe I got to see it to understand it, or like maybe it's got to play out for me to really like understand it and like it. But on paper, um, the idea of it, especially after Gnome Impact, just seems like I didn't really like, specifically I didn't like Red's performance.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
you in a 2-on-2 and you still losing your voice. It's crazy. And that's super crazy. Like you got half the lines and you still losing your voice. That's crazy. Like go get a steroid shot or so. Like you need something. You need something. You need something. You know what I'm saying? So like now you feel me though? Like now we doing the 3-on-3 and I got to see O-Red again. Like I don't listen.
Yeah, yo, this nigga Chilla's
He'll,
going crazy
yo,
right now.
he'll do like I'm sure he'll do better because he only got to rap the one round, so he could waste his voice in the one round. Like I'm sure it's gonna be better for him, but I don't really want to like I don't know, man. I don't want to see O-Red again right now. I don't want to see O-Red again right now.
Yo, this nigga Chilla's crazy, yo.
I don't want to
But
see him again right now.
but yo, this yo. So this is my thing, right? This is what I would like to happen, and I'm gonna actually try to get P on here before this week ends. I think we need a breakdown of what consistent is 3-on-3. Like I think
Facts.
clarification is needed. Like, what's gonna happen in a 1-on-1. We now know what's gonna happen in a 2-on-2. If this is like a standard, and I guess it's weird because we never seen a 3-on-3. You know what I mean? Like the shit with Swave and Goonies and all of them. That was like a Royal Rumble. But I'm saying,
Right.
like, I guess a standard 3-on-3 would be like, you know what I mean, three people going back and forth. But this is not that. So I want to know, like, how do they know who they battling? Like, how does it go with tagging? Like, I want to know how. And I mean, I'm gonna hit P. I want to know the breakdown. I think the breakdown will actually make it better for people going into it. Like, yo, what can we expect from this? How's this gonna be ran? Because, like you said, it's 3 run rounders, and it's not it was not being advertised as 3 1 rounders. It's being advertised as a 3-on-3. So it's like, how do you do it?
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe like I said, maybe I got to see how it plays out. But it just seemed like you said, it just seemed like 3 1 rounders back to back. Like that's really, you know what I'm saying? That's really all it seems like, which is like not really excited for that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Gotcha.
if you ask me for real, I think me and Klutz is the main event. We
Mm,
at the bottom of the flyer, and I feel like we the most anticipated battle on there.
mm.
Personally, my opinion. All
Okay.
due respect to Nunn and Deal, to Danny and Safled, to Mike and Jack. Like I feel like me and Klutz is the most anticipated battle, and I definitely feel like we'll be battle of the night.
Okay, okay. Somebody broke it down. So this is how it's running. It's Hanzu versus Old Red, Suge versus Authentic, Arsenal versus Ease.
Hands versus O Red, Shotgun versus Authentic, Arsenal versus Ease, and it's just head up, right? It's just
Yeah, one
or
round.
or do they like say Hansel goes first versus O Red? Do they make
Nah, nah,
Authentic?
nah, nah. I heard,
You
I
know what
heard
I'm
it. I
saying?
heard it's like standard 3 rounds. So whoever wins the coin toss, they representing that one person. So if Hanzu and O Red flip and O Red wins and he picks Hanzu to go first, all them niggas go first.
Got you.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's like a real battle. It's like a regular 3 round battle. I guess after the coin flips, it's just an order. So I guess it'd be like Hanzu and O Red go. Hanzu wins. Round 1 goes to the top 6. Suge and Authentic go. Suge wins. Round 2 goes to Jersey. Round 3, Arsenal wins. I mean, Jersey wins 2-1.
So then my mind. So what happens to you, DNA, if let's say the top six loses the first two battles? Do they got it? Do they even got a rap? Do ours got a rap?
I mean,
They
yeah,
down. They down 2-0, right?
yeah, but it's kind of like in a real battle when you up 2-0, you still do the third. I'm just sure they going. I just want to see if the real battle effects kick in. Like, let's say Jersey's up 2-0. By the time R starts, is the crowd screaming 3-0? Like, you know what I mean? How
Mm,
does that work? Being that, like, I don't know. I want to. It could be crazy, but
it could be. It could be.
I get timing. I'm not mad at people with the timing because, like I said, right. Like with Born Legacy, I think people kind of know they not getting like Summer Madness caliber, Gnome caliber matchups.
Right.
So I think anybody getting upset about seeing a Born Legacy card, you wildin'. But I do feel like with Gnome, like yeah, that one it should have been. I mean, Gnome battles like that one trying to switch it up and do something different. Like nah, it should have been regular Gnome battles. So now
Facts.
I just
I
feel like
agree.
it's the trickle effect of like yo, damn man, we ain't get a classic Gnome. Now niggas is doing some 3-on-3 shit. Yo, what's going on here?
Mm,
So that's what I feel like, cause you know, it's not just with raps, with anything in life. All of that shit is timing. So it's like it's nasty timing right now. Like I feel like Summer Madness got to get announced soon, just to like shift the energy with everybody. You know what I mean? Kind of not being in good graces with URL. Like we just gotta get a good Summer Madness card, and we gotta get it immediately. And then I feel like
facts.
should have switch up.
Facts. No, I definitely agree, bro. I definitely agree.
But yeah, I'm not gonna keep you that much longer. I'm about to bring none up here. I'm gonna talk to him, see what's going on with him and Real Deal, man.
That's the bet, my dog. I appreciate you, man.
All right, bet. Good looking.
Yes, sir.